for Friday, March 31st. Before I get started, there's a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks, or you can use promo code TUFF to sign up. They will match 100% of your first deposit. Discord link in the description, as well as Patreon link where I post all the plays I'm making on PrizePicks for each given sport that I do play. Again, not a gambling expert, not financial advice, simply just plays I'm personally looking at making. Hopefully give you guys some insight and analysis to make your own player prop decisions. I got two plays here that I'm targeting for this smaller MLB slate today. We only got 5 games. Yesterday, I gave 4 plays here on the YouTube video for MLB, and we went 3-1 on those plays here. So again, let me know in the comments below if you guys tailed any of those yesterday. We hit on Dansby Swanson fantasy, Trey Turner fantasy, and the Garrett Cole 3.5 strikeouts in the first 3 innings. The only miss was Shane Bieber strikeouts. He didn't pitch horrible. He actually went 6 innings, gave up no runs, but only had 3 strikeouts. Seattle was putting the ball in play quite a bit here last night. But I got 2 plays that I'm targeting for this smaller 5-game slate. We got a massive NBA slate today. I do have an NBA video coming up a little bit later this morning, and then we got Final Four tomorrow. So a great weekend here on PrizePicks. Let's get right into it. So the first one here that I'm targeting will be Freddie Freeman over 6.5 fantasy score against the Arizona Diamondbacks. So last night against Zach Gallen, Freddie Freeman had 10 hitter fantasy scores. So started off the season pretty strong here. Just some odds. We got minus 275 for Freddie Freeman to get a hit tonight. Minus 275 on BetMGM and DraftKings for Freddie Freeman to get a base hit tonight. Great odds for us. We know Freddie Freeman absolutely smashes right-handers. Last season had the highest batting average in baseball against right-handed pitchers. 338 batting average against righties. Just absolutely elite. And in his career against Merrill Kelly, which is the matchup tonight, 16 at-bats, 6 hits, 4 doubles, 1 home run, 1 RBI, a 1.31 OPS against Merrill Kelly in his career. 1.31. Just a gut feeling here. Not really sure why this is at 6.5. We see like Luis Arraez, Lindor at 7, Marte's at 7. Obviously, Jordan's at 7.5, appropriate. But like even Julio Rodriguez is at 8. So we get Freddie Freeman at 6.5, the best hitter in baseball against righties. Facing a pitcher, he has a 1.31 batting average against in his career, OPS against in his career. And then also too, there's numerous guys in the Dodger lineups that have had success here against Merrill Kelly as well, which can definitely help Freddie Freeman get to that 6.5 fantasy score pretty easily. So I like Freddie Freeman over 6.5 hitter fantasy score here. As the first play, just not really too sure why this play is at 6.5. So I'm taking the value, taking the over on it. The second play is going to be a play that actually bumped, but I'm going back to it here. It's going to be David Peterson over 5 strikeouts. Now, this was at 5.5 here. It bumped down to 5. Again, not really too sure why. I mean, we talk about these plays all the time that are at 5.5 and they bump down to 5. Sometimes it's like, oh, Vegas knows something or things like that. But I like the value. Honestly, I like the value a lot here for David Peterson. We can see here he made 4 starts last season against Miami, and he had 7 strikeouts, 8 strikeouts, and 7 strikeouts in 3 of the 4 matchups. As a starting pitcher, he had 7 strikeouts in 3.2 innings here at Miami on September 9th, his last start against them last season. We just know Miami's horrible against lefties. Miami last season, the lowest batting average in baseball to lefties. The highest strikeout percentage in baseball to lefties. Obviously the lowest batting average in baseball to lefties. The lowest OBP, the lowest slugging, the lowest OPS in baseball against lefties, the WRC plus, the lowest in baseball against lefties. Now, this lineup that Miami is probably going to put out tonight is going to be pretty similar to the lineup they had last year. That's like 5 or 6 of these guys were in that lineup daily last year. We look at the strikeout percentages. Birdie's at 28.9, Cooper's at 27.7, Chisholm's at 27.5, Soler's 27.5, Garcia's at 35.5, Dela Cruz is at 32.6.5. So we got 6 different batters in that starting lineup for Miami that have a strikeout percentage against left-handers over 27.5, which anything over 25 to me is like elite strikeout percentage as far as that player most likely has a 25% chance to strike out here. And then David Peterson, 27.9% K percentage. Last season, David Peterson only threw 105.9 innings, and he had a 10.73 strikeout per 9 innings ratio, which to me anything over 10 is very elite for a pitcher here. Again, this line bumped from 5.5. We get great push potential here at 5. I just like this matchup. I think David Peterson has had success against Miami, on the road in Miami. He's getting that number 2 ball behind Max Scherzer. Obviously, Verlander is injured, but they do obviously believe in David Peterson here. The only thing for me is like if the New York Mets have some weird pitch count thing for David Peterson tonight, like on some, I don't know what it would maybe be, but he did have 4 walks in his last outing against St. Louis here. So if his control can stay intact here, I think he should be good to go for 4 or 5 plus innings here, which should give him ample opportunity to at least give us 5 strikeouts and that great push potential that we see here at 5. So again, here's the two plays here for this huge video, MLB Prize Picks. There's a super small slate today overall, only 5 games in the MLB. So again, most of my bankroll today is probably going to be going to the NBA. 13 games slate in the NBA. Again, like I said, we'll have that NBA video coming up very, very shortly. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these plays. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and as always, let's cash.